Hi friends, today we are going to see how we can create this awesome scrolling effect, which works in reverse as well. Hi, this is Anand from designtheway.com. Excited to learn? Let's get right into it. So to begin with, we'll create a hero section first. For that, let's click over here and I will choose this two column section. I'm not going to waste too much time on creating this section because our main focus will be on creating the scrolling effect. So let's quickly create our hero section. Let's select this section and first of all set the height to fit to screen. Now from here, let's add a title here. Let's quickly change the text. Now let's quickly adjust some styling. H1, go to style, change the typography, change the font size to 40 pixel, font weight to 100, and color to black. Now let's quickly add some text. Let's adjust the margin a bit. It looks good. Now let's add another text. Now let's add a button. Let's drag it over here. Let's change the text first. Let's set the size to medium. Let's go to style and change the background color to this color. And now on the right hand side, I will add an image. Let's drag the image widget over here. Let's click over here and I will choose this image. Let's set the size to full, and the style tab I will set the width to 80%. Let's adjust the width of this section. Let's drag it. I think 4060 looks good. Now let's select the entire section. Let's go to style and the background tag. I will add this image. Let's position it to top right. Repeat to no repeat. This looks good. Now I will add an animation to this image just to give a dynamic feel to this section. Let's select this image and let's go to advanced and motion effect. In the entrance animation, I will choose fade enough. So our hero section is ready. Now the fun part begins. Let's scroll down. Now let's click over here and I will choose three column section now. Let's quickly adjust the setting of this section. Let's go to style, background color to this color, and in the advanced tab, let's add some padding, 50 pixel top, 100 pixel bottom. Now let's drag the image widget over here. Let's click over here and I will choose this image. Let's set the image size to full. Let's scroll down. Let's set the alignment to center. Now let's go to advanced. First of all, let's set the Z index to 10. so this mobile remains above other sections. Now in the motion effects, let's click on this sticky section and now set it to top. Now I will set the offset to 175 pixel. Now let's scroll to see what it does. Okay, as you can see, the mobile is sticking. This offset value is where the element will stop from the top of the browser. So the mobile screen will stick 175 pixel from the top of the browser. Now let's add some text over here. Let's select this heading. Now let's quickly change the text. Now in the styles tab, let's change the text color to white. And in the typography, let's set the font size to 35 pixel and font weight to 400. Now let's add some text over here. Let's go to style and change the color to white. Now let's select this section, go to layout and change the vertical align to middle, so the text will be centered. Now in the right column, let's add an image. Let's click over here. I will select this image. Let's set the image size to full. For this image, I will set the alignment to left. Now, since we want our animation to work in reverse as well, the entrance animation will not work over here. Just to show you what I mean, let's click on this preview button. So the mobile fades in up. Now if you scroll down, now again if you scroll up, the animation won't repeat. So for this reverse animation to take effect, we need to use something else than normal entrance animation. Let's close this window. For this, we will use the scrolling effect of Elementor. Let's go to advanced. Let's go to motion effects, and this is the section we will work on. Let's turn on scrolling effect. Now I want my image to scroll from the right to left. So I will go to horizontal scroll, and in the direction I will choose to left. Let's scroll to see the effect. See, the image is moving. But there is a problem here. I do not want this image to continue to scroll to the left when I leave this section. I want it to stay up here. Now if I scroll down right now, the image continues to move to the left. I do not want this. To control this, let's set this viewport 100% to, let's say, 50%. Now if I scroll down, it will stick to a position and won't move further. But if I go up, it will scroll back to its original position. Now to add even more dynamic effect, I will use the transparency effect. Let's click over here. Now as you can see, this image is not 100% visible, but if I scroll down, it slowly gets visible. I do not want this. I want it to be 100%. I want it to be 100% visible when the scrolling from the right to left ends, right up here. I want the image to be 100% visible. For that, let's drag this endpoint of the viewport to, say, 50%. So the image is 100% visible. Now if I scroll down, it will normally go up, but if I scroll up, it will slowly fade out and move to the right. This is the effect I was looking for. Now to add a little more feel to this section, I will add a background image to this section. Let's click over here. Let's go to style, background type. Let's click image, and I will choose this cloud over here. Let's set the repeat to no repeat first, and the position I will choose custom. Let's drag the slider. I think 220 looks good. And in the Y position, let's drag it. I think this looks good. Now, now again I will add a scrolling effect to this image as well, to this background image as well. Let's click on scrolling effect over here. Click on horizontal scroll. Now as you can see, the image is completely distorted. To fix that, let's go to size and click on auto. Now to horizontal scroll again, click over here. Again I will drag this viewport section to 50%. Now let's scroll to see the effect. The cloud is scrolling too. Now in the transparency, I will set the transparency to 45%. So the cloud appears before the man. Let's scroll up. Now scroll down. See, the cloud is 100% visible before the man. But currently both are moving at same speed. Now let's select this man. I will set the horizontal scroll speed to 2. Now let's see now. Now both are moving at a different speed. It looks more dynamic. Now while using this scrolling effect, we need to be very careful, because this scrolling effect will cause problem in mobile and tablet view. For this reason, I will remove mobile and tablet from here. So the effect will only work on desktop. I will do the same for this background image as well. Let's select this and let's remove mobile and tablet. And now we'll add some scrolling effect to this text as well. Let's select this title. Let's go to advanced. Let's go to motion effect. Let's click scrolling effect. And this time we'll add vertical scrolling. Let's scroll down to see the effect. See, the text is moving up. Again, we will set the viewport endpoint to say 50%, so it doesn't continue to scroll up. See, and now in the transparency, again we'll set the transparency endpoint to 50%. So as we scroll down, it will slowly fade up. We will do the same for this text area as well. Let's go to advanced motion effect. Now let's scroll down to see the effect. Now let's preview the page how the effect looks. Now let's scroll down. The image is moving from the left to right, and the text is moving up. And now the mobile sticks and the rest of the object are moving up. Perfect. Let's close this window. Like the previous instance, we'll remove the effect on mobile and tablet. We'll do the same for the title as well, so they don't cause any problem in the responsive view. And now for the mobile as well, let's select this. I don't want this mobile to be sticky on mobile or in tablet, so it will be sticky only on desktop view. So I've done the tough part. Now we just need to copy the section and change the content. Let's right click over here and click on duplicate. Let's scroll down. Now we need to open the navigator tool. Right click over here and click on navigator. Now for better navigation, let's rename the sections. Let's double click over here. Let's name it as hero section. Let's name it as screen 1 and this one as screen 2. Now let's go to this image first. In advanced tab, let's set the Z index to 20, so it always remains over this screen. Now let's go to content. Let's change the image first. I will choose this image. Let's scroll up. Now for this section, I will have the text over here. Let's drag it over here, and this one over here too. The image, let's drag it over here. So it should have the effect. And for this background, I will remove this image. Now let's select this image and I will replace this image with this one. And the advanced tab, let's go to motion effect. In the horizontal scrolling, this time the direction will be to the right, so the image moves from left to right. Now in the content section, we need to align it to right. And now for the background of this section, select this section, go to style, background type, change the image to this one. The position, let's set it to center, repeat, no repeat, and size to auto. And for this one, we will add scrolling effect as well. Let's click over here. In the horizontal scroll, let's set the speed to 2, and let's drag the endpoint to 50%, and this should be direction to right. And the transparency, let's drag the slider to 45%. Looks nice. Now let's quickly change the text over here. It looks good so far. And now for the last screen, I will duplicate the first screen. Let's right click over here and click on duplicate. Let's drag it down here. I will name it as screen 3. I'm using the first section simply because the image and text position will be same as the first section, so I'll have to work less, right? So first thing, let's click over here, middle column, select this image. Let's go to advanced tab. First, let's set the Z index to 30 so it remains above the both screens. And now for the image itself, let's go to content. We need to manipulate the image a bit. Before that, let's go to advanced, let's go to motion effect and set the sticky to none, because we do not want the last screen to stay. We want it to scroll up like this. Now as you can see, there are few issues. Once we scroll down, we can see the buttons of the previous screen. So to fix that, we need to manipulate the image. Let's click on this, let's go to content, let's click over here and we'll choose this image. Okay, as you can see over here, what I've done, I've kept the top part transparent and the remaining section filled with the same color as we have in the background. So let's insert the image, and now if I scroll up, you won't see the previous screen at all. I've kept the top part transparent just to give you this overlapping effect. Now let's quickly change the content over here. Let's select this image, let's click over here, I will replace with this image, and the background to style, we'll change it with this image. Here I will set the position to center, and for this image I will set it to center as well, and the style tab I will set the width to 30%. Let's see how it looks nice. And now let's change the text over here. And now we need to hide this mobile as we scroll up. For this, let's click over here. Now add a blank section over here. And now let's go to style. I will add the same background color as this one. For now, I will set a minimum height of 200 pixel. And in the advanced tab, let's set the Z index to 25 so it overlaps these two screens. Now in the margin, I will add some negative margin just to hide this screen. Minus 115 looks good. Now let's update the page. Let's see how it looks in the browser. Let's click over here. The hero section looks good. Let's scroll down. The objects are coming through. The mobile sticks, and the rest of the content starts moving up. The next screen starts to enter. Nice. And now the final screens enter. Now everything moves up. Okay, at the end we can still see the mobile screen visible. To fix this, we need to set a higher Z index to this footer. For this, let's press F12 over here. Let's click over here. Let's select this class, site footer. Remember, this class will be different for each theme. Since I'm using Astra theme, the class will be site footer. And now let's go to customize. Let's go to additional CSS. Let's paste the class name. will set the position to relative. I will set the position to relative and z index to 50. This should fix the issue. Let's hit publish. And now let's close this customizer. Now let's scroll down again. See, the screen is not visible anymore. Now if we scroll up, we can see the animation in reverse order. It looks beautiful. Now let's check the responsive view. Let's get back to the editor. Let's click over here and let's click the tablet. First of all, let's go to the hero section. Let's fix this section. Let's set the position to custom. Let's set the X position to 800. So the background image is not visible. Let's scroll down. Let's select this section. Let's change the position to custom. Let's adjust the style. This looks nice. This looks better. Let's scroll down. Let's select this section again. Let's set the size to contain. Now let's scroll down, select this section, and again set the size to contain. So the tablet view is fixed. And now let's go to the mobile view. And now let's update the page. Now let's preview how it looks. Still looks nice. Everything is working perfectly. Let's see the reverse. Yes, it's working beautifully. And now let's check the responsive view. Let's click F12. Let's click over here. It looks perfect. And now let's check the tablet view. Let's click on iPad. It looks nice in tablet view as well. So we have created this beautiful scrolling effect that works in reverse order as well, just with the power of Elementor. If you like the video, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Thanks for your time. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.